All right, so we are live. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome, guys, to the 12 o'clock webinar with my S. This is the 2 to 3, or 1 to 3, I should say, webinar. While I wait, so when you guys come in, please say hello. Please introduce yourself. Tell me your name and tell me what school are you a student of? What school do you attend with my S? So let me know by way of the comment section. So type into the comment section your name and also your school, your MyS school, or where you are from, so that we can have a conversation throughout the focus. So I will introduce myself. So hello guys, my name is Cathal. So I'll write that down for you. My name is Cathal, and I am a teacher in the Myas Meravili School. So I am from Ireland, and I have lived in Milan for nearly a year and a half now. Um, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. So please, guys, if you want to um, type in your name and where you are from. But yes, this is my name, as you can see here. It's a very, very strange name. um, it is an Irish name, so it's a name that is the same as uh, Carlo in Italian or Charles in English, but my family and from where I'm from, they call me Carl. So we have someone already here, Shihab from Parma. Hey, so hello. Welcome, good morning, and I hope you are doing very well today, Chihab. This is it's a fantastic day here in Milan. The weather is wonderful. The sun is shining very brightly, and the sky is very clear. So it's a lovely day. It's unfortunate that we cannot enjoy it outside. So. Uh, Shihab, today, along with everyone else, we are going to be talking about the weekend because since it is Friday, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about the weekend. Okay, so first of all, we have this phrase here at the weekend. So, in English, to talk about the weekend or to talk about when we're talking about specifically the weekend, we can use the preposition at or we can use the preposition on. So at or on the weekend. All right. So the difference is that on the weekend perhaps is more of an American phrase, whereas at the weekend is more from the UK, more of an English, British phrase. And so both are correct, both are totally fine. Just to let you guys know that it is possible to say both. Okay? So this is at the weekend. All right. So in this focus activity, we are going to talk about weekend activities. We're going to ask some questions, and we're also going to talk about the third person. So be careful of the pronunciation of this word, guys. So when we say this here, because there is a TH, we say third. So can you repeat that wherever you are? We say third. So you really have to push your tongue through your teeth and say third. Is the correct pronunciation of this. So the third person. All right. So, guys, if you have a question uh, during the focus, please tell me. All right. If you are confused, if you do not know something, write to me in the comments and hopefully I can answer your questions for you. All right. So, first of all, we're going to ask and answer these questions. All right. So, question one. What do you usually do at the weekend? Do you usually stay at home or go out? Do you prefer being active or relaxed at the weekend? Okay, so these are three interesting questions about the weekend. And if you guys want to, you can type your answers into the comment section. So, what do you usually do at the weekend? Okay, so usually, when we say usually, we can also say uh, normally or typically or generally. Okay, so these adverbs we can use the same way that we use usually. So in general, basically. Nice. What do you usually do at the weekend? Do you usually stay at home or go out? Or do you prefer being active or relaxed at the weekend? Okay. So the way that we answer these questions is for question one, I usually, and you use the present simple. Okay. So for question one, I usually with the present simple. Ah, good morning, Luca. Hello from Novara. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream. So, Luca and Chihab, you guys, can you answer these questions, please? Can you tell me your answers for these questions? Okay. Number two, do you usually stay at home or go out? Ah, so maybe question two is different for now than usual, than normal, because obviously the current situation. So I think everyone can answer we stay at home. But before the coronavirus, before all of the current situation, what did you usually do? Did you stay at home or did you go out? So let me know. Tell me your answers. And do you prefer being active or relaxed at the weekend? Okay. So I'll give you guys my answers as an example. So for question one, my answer would be I usually um, contact my family and my friends. I call on my telephone my family and friends. I usually watch TV series, um, and I usually go out to the park or to the pub with my friends. Okay, fantastic. Um, Here we go. Here's some answers. Nice, Luca. Very good there. Yes, at the moment I stay at home, but generally before the quarantine, usually went out at the weekend. Fantastic answer. Yeah, very, very good. So just one thing, Luca. We say at the moment. So when we use at the moment is a phrase that is always followed by the ing form. Okay? So it's the present continuous. Okay? So instead of at the moment I stay at home, we'd say at the moment I am staying at home. But everything else is fantastic. Well done. So again, Shihab, very nice. I usually play football, but in this moment I'll stay at home. So again, remember, in this moment or at the moment is more common to say. At the moment, I am staying at home. So at the moment, I'm staying at home. All right. So I'll put that one there. But very nice, guys. Excellent, excellent answers there. Good work. Okay. So yeah, these kinds of things, guys, it's important to know the difference between the phrases we use with the present simple and the phrases that we use with the present continuous. So if we uh, use the present simple, we use phrases like usually or every day, every week, right? Every Monday, okay? And so on and so on, okay? Whereas present continuous, because present continuous is for now or at the moment or in the future, okay? So this is the difference between using present simple and present continuous. So what about question two? Do you usually stay at home or go out? This is the answer. As we said, we usually stay at home. What about question three? Do you prefer being active or relaxed at the weekend? So, as I said, for question one, my answer for question one was I usually, obviously now, I usually stay at home. I usually call my family and speak to my friends. I normally watch television or watch a movie. and so in this case, I stay at home. However, like Luca and Chihab, I uh, went out before the quarantine. Um, and I guess for me, for question three, I prefer I prefer being active at the weekend. Although it's strange. It is a strange thing because I like being active, but also I like being relaxed. It's a strange thing. It depends on the time because when I work a lot during the week, I prefer being relaxed at the weekend. But when I don't work a lot in the week, I prefer being active at the weekend. So at the moment, it is hard to be. It is difficult to be active. All right. So guys, tell me, do you prefer? So prefer, as do we know what prefer means? Prefer is for choice. Right. Very, very similar to the Italian one there, Luca and Chihab. If you guys are thinking in Italian, prefer is similar to preferire, where you make a choice, relax or active. Prefer can also be used in a restaurant as well. If you have, so for example, the person who gives you your food, the waiter, who says, "Good evening, Luca. Good evening, Chihab. Uh, can I get you a drink?" And you guys say yes. And so, for example, then we say, "Would you prefer beer or would you prefer wine?" And so, would you prefer beer or wine? And so, the choice is yours. Okay, and you have here, I prefer being active. Fantastic. Excellent, excellent. Good way. It's a very good way to be. I think active is very good. Okay, and Luca here. I prefer being active on Saturday and being relaxed on Sunday to be ready for the week which is coming. Ah, yes. Very, very a smart, intelligent way to be there. So you have fun, you enjoy yourself uh, on Saturday, and then on Sunday you relax and get ready for the next week. Excellent, very very nice use of English there, Luca. Very good. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, remember, please ask. Okay, please ask. So now, what are we going to do? Okay. We need to match the activity to the verbs. So in this case, guys, this is called word association. Okay, word collocation, a bit more complicated, but to associate different words with each other because they go together. Okay, so we have newspapers, movies, shopping, magazines, TV, soap operas, for a walk, to the beach, running, books, out, films, and the countryside. So, perhaps you can tell me which verbs do these go with? We have go, watch, and read. So, where do they go? Go, watch, read. So, newspapers, go, watch, or read. So, remember, type in the answers um, to the chat, the comment section, and maybe we'll come up with a few extra activities for the weekend. Okay, so these are the general activities, but maybe you guys do something different. For example, Chihab there mentioned earlier that he plays football. All right, it's a very, very good way to be. You play football. All right, first one in, Luca. Very good. Yes, read newspapers. Excellent. Of course. Read newspapers. What about the next one? Movies. Watch movies. Very good, Luca. Yeah. Go shopping. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Magazines. What can we say for magazines? Yeah. Very good. Read magazines. Watch TV. Fantastic. Yeah. Then we have soap operas for walk. Watch soap operas. Okay, very good. Now, I don't know about you, Luca, but I myself, I do not like I do not like soap operas. So I do not watch soap operas. Jihad, very good. Yes. Go for what? But go to the beach. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Running, then? What could we say for running? Hmm. Hmm. Go running. Excellent. Exactly. Go running. Me neither. Exactly, Luca. Yeah. Read books. Excellent. What about out? What can we say for out? Go running. Read books. So the last three. Go out. Exactly. Yeah. Very good. Go out. Watch films. And the last one. So countryside. What can we say for the countryside? Excellent. So in this case, go. I would even say in this example, Luca. I know the the slides have not given the correct one, but go to the countryside. So good question, Jihab. What is countryside? Maybe Luca, are you able to answer this question? What is the countryside? So we know it is a place because we're saying go to the countryside. Go to the countryside. Um, so what is it? The countryside. So Chihab, I'll let Luca have a chance to explain it, and then I will confirm. Right. So we know that the countryside is a place, all right? And you go to the countryside at the weekend if you want to. Typically, you are relaxed. Excellent, yes. So, countryside is a place outside the city. Okay? So, very, very good there, Luca. Chihab in Italian, campagna. So, the countryside is a place outside the city. So, for example, um, my village in Ireland is in the countryside. It is um, not a very big village. Um, it's not a city. It is close to Dublin, but it is not the city. It is in the countryside away from Dublin. So very good. Nice, guys. Good work there all around. So with this, it's important, guys, to know the correct verbs with each of these activities, right? So go shopping, go for a walk, go to the beach, go running, go out, go to the countryside, okay? So important there to remember to the countryside. So the difference, guys, between go to and go for is that if we say go to, as you can see, go to is with a place, and to go for is with a noun. Okay, so go to with a place, go for with a noun, or simply just to go with ing. So these are the different ways that we say it. Okay. Ah, there you go. Chihab, I live in the countryside. So it's very important to remember I live in the countryside. Okay. Me too, a small town near Novara. Fantastic. Okay. Cool. Very cool, guys. So yeah, I live in the countryside. Okay. Because in English, we don't say countryside or because the countryside is a general thing. It's not specific. So we just say I live in the countryside. All right. So that is the matching of the words, the verbs together. So important to remember, guys, particularly with go, go to a place, go for a walk or go for a noun with a noun, and go, no preposition, ing. So go running, go shopping, go skiing, go dancing. But go to uh, the park, go to the beach, go to the cinema. Okay, but go for a walk, go for a drink. All right, something like this is the way that we use it in English. All right. So again, guys, any questions? Please ask. I'm more than happy to help you with that. So let's get rid of that for a second. All right. Now we're going on to the next one here. So let's answer these questions now. So you guys can type into the chat the answers for these questions. So, number one, what do you usually do with your family at the weekend? What do you usually do with your best friend at the weekend? Who do you like going out with at the weekend? Okay, so for everyone watching, not just Chihab and Luca, there are, I think, 4 people watching at the moment. If the other people if you guys want to answer as well, that would be great. I can help you with the answers. So let's answer these together, guys. What do you usually do with your family at the weekend? What do you usually do with your best friend? at the weekend? And who do you like going out with at the weekend? Okay. So remember the question 3 is asking for the person because we're saying who. Who do you like going with? Okay. So I'll answer the questions now just to give you guys some time for the comments to come through because there is a delay between when you guys type and when I receive the comments. Okay, so I will answer these questions first. So, what do you usually do with your family at the weekend? Yeah, so I usually um, yeah, I usually call my family, as I said before. But recently, my family and I we did a quiz. So so if you guys don't know what a quiz or quiz is, it's like questions and answers. And so every Saturday, I do a quiz with my family, and it's a very nice, very relaxing um, thing to do. Okay. So that's what I usually do with my family at the weekend. You guys can tell me what you do usually at the weekend. Number 2, what do you usually do with your best friend at the weekend? So I don't have one best friend. I have many best friends. I have a lot of very, very good friends. And so I call my best friends. I talk to them uh, through the phone or through the PlayStation, which I have to connect with games and such, or I kind of FaceTime them for a video chat. What about number 3? Who do you like going out with at the weekend? So this is obviously at the moment is very difficult. It's very difficult to do this. Um, but I would say I like going out with my friends here in Milan, the teachers, people I have met, some Irish people to go out. I like going out with them at the weekend. Okay. Oh wow, fantastic, Luca. Great answer here. So let's have a read. Fantastic. So I usually play cards, excellent, very, very good, and watch films or TV series with my family. Mhm. Instead, with my best friends, I usually go out to some restaurants or and pubs. Wow, fantastic. I really like going out with my best friends at the weekend. Fantastic answers there, Luca. Very good. Wow, your English is fantastic. Very good. Um, so I usually play cards and watch film or TV series. I mean, at the moment, that is what I do a lot as well. Just to just to spend like well, not with my family, but for me at the weekend, like TV series all the way. And so it's a lot of fun to do that. Then I really like going out with. Very good. So yes, I really like because we use like. I really like going out with my friends. All right. Very good answers there, Luca. So anyone else, Shihab, or anyone else you guys want to answer as well, that would be great. So we can get some answers and talk about things. So in these pictures, guys, these pictures are different activities as well. So picture 1 Hmm. Picture two, picture three, picture four. So in picture four is quite simple. They're playing football, like Shihab would play football as well, as I'm sure. In the third picture in the bottom, you can see a group of people eating. So these people go to a restaurant or they go to a sushi bar, something like this. They have food together. The second picture, again, with a group of people, they seem to be out. They're wearing the sunglasses and the hats, very nice. So we'd say they are maybe going to the park. And the first picture, this girl here, she is like cutting something in her garden. So we would say to do the gardening. Okay. So picture one, she is doing the gardening. So this is just another activity that you can do at the weekend. For example, my family in Ireland, they are doing a lot of gardening at the moment because they are all at home. Um, they all stay at home. They work together to, should I say, to clean the garden. Oh wow, yeah. Maybe they are in Parco Sempione. I mean, at the moment, it's definitely not allowed. Hopefully, they are not there now, but for sure, they could be. They could be in Parco Sempione. I like that idea. I like it. So, guys, if anyone has any questions, again, please ask. Oh, excuse me. I needed to sneeze. Okay. Oh, Jihab, fantastic. I usually watch the TV. And cooking the typical food. Fantastic. Okay, so what is the typical food for you? So maybe not typical, maybe you could say traditional food. So remember, so I usually watch the TV and cook. All right. So I usually, because usually is for present simple, I usually watch the TV and I usually, or you could say, I usually watch TV and cook typical food. Okay. So it can all be one sentence. Okay. Usually watch TV and cook typical. So just be careful of the spelling here. Typical foods. Right. Very good, guys. Nice work. Nice work all around. Very, very good. Okay, let's go on to the next part here. I love that. The okay, so let's have a look at these questions now, guys. So there's a lot of questions here. So let's actually, I'll go back to the beginning of this. So we take the beginning. So the beginning of it is how often do you? So the question that was asked was how often do you eat out in restaurants at the weekend? So how often is a question that we ask when we want to know about the frequency of something. So how often, as we say in Italian, quanto spesso. I'm not sure about the Spanish or the French translations, so I apologize. But yes, we ask often, how often. We're talking about the frequency. of something. Okay? So, how often do you eat out in restaurants at the weekend? So, we're asking in general. And so, when we ask in general, we need to use the present simple. So, how often? What would be the answer? The answer for this type of question is perhaps we say, how often do you eat out in restaurants at the weekend? I eat out in restaurants uh, once a month, okay, or twice a month. So we're looking for the frequency. How often? And so we say one time or two times. But instead of one time, you can say once. One time is the same as once. Or you could say two times, which is the same as twice. Twice. Right? One time, two times, three times, four times, every weekend, depending on you. Okay? Okay. So, Luca, fantastic. I eat out in restaurants once a week on Saturday. So every Saturday when it's possible. Nice. Okay. So I think in this case, Luca, we might separate the once a week and on Saturday because you don't need to have the two of them together. You can say I eat out in restaurants once a week, full stop. Uh, Usually on Saturdays. Okay. So on because when we say every Saturday we can say on Saturdays. You can use the S at the end of the day to talk about every Saturday. Okay, so you could just say, I eat out in restaurants once a week, so on Saturdays when it is possible. So, Shihab, I eat out in restaurants once a month. Fantastic. All right. Very, very good, guys. My apologies. I keep sneezing. And I don't want you guys to hear that. So, how often? Very good. Let's have a look at the next question. Where? So, this type of question, what could be the question? Where? Hmm. Where do you go? Right? Oh, am I back? I am. Okay. Sorry, guys. Where do you go? So, yes, where do you go? To the city center, to the gym, the sports center, the shopping center? Where? This is quite an easy question to answer. So they're asking for the location. When do you go? Okay. And who do you go with? So all these questions are all very, very similar in the structure. Where do you go? When do you go? Who do you go with? The structure is very, very similar for these. So where do you go? For me, I would say I go to um, the city center at the weekend. Okay. No problem, Luca. No problem. So where do you go? When do you go? Again, so as Luca would say there on Saturdays. And would you say in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening? So in the is the combination of prepositions that we use before we say in the morning, the afternoon, evening. Okay. So that's how we would say those ones. Now, let's have a look at the next one. So you guys can answer those questions in the meantime. My city. Right. So when we need to make the questions. So when we have to make the questions in for these topics, how do we do that? Ah, look at this. Fantastic, Luca. Excellent. Yes, I go to the city centre with my friends on Saturdays. Very good. Every Saturday in the evening. Fantastic. So we also have, guys, these things here. So favorite thing. So the when, who, where, these are very similar to the previous questions. But favorite thing, the way that we can ask this question in English, saying, what is your favorite thing? Okay, so you can say, what is your favorite thing uh, to do in your city? So this is how we can ask the question. Oh, sorry, to do in should be to do in. So yeah, I mean, when we're talking about your city, Luca, we'd say, what's your favorite thing to do in your city? But yeah, in general, it's like just say, what is your favorite thing? That's just a very general question. That's more asking about you. That's not asking about your city. So you can say, what is your favorite thing to do in your city? What is your favorite place to visit in your city? So, thing to do or place to visit in your city. When do you go there? Who do you go with? And where is it? Or where do you go? Okay. So, all of these questions would have their answers. So, for me, my favorite thing to do in Milan is to go to Ostello Bello. There's one near Via Torino in Milan where there is a piano in Ostello Bello, and I love playing the piano. So Ostello Bello is one of my favorite places in the city. But also for uh, like places to visit, I love visiting Parco Sempione because of wonderful green areas, and it's very relaxing as well. Okay, so guys, unfortunately, we have run out of time for today, but keep the answers coming in so that I can see them before we go. Before I go, if you have any final questions, please ask. If not, thank you guys. Thank you to Luca, to Jihab, to everyone who watched, um, for joining me today. It was very nice to talk about the weekend. Very kind of a nice positive thing to start the weekend talking about it. um, so yeah, again, guys, keep practicing with these webinars, and hopefully we will be back in the school soon to see you in person doing lessons again. So this is it from me today, but thank you guys and have a nice day.